Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have a different background because I am in my new apartment, my first apartment. So I moved in a few days ago and I am absolutely obsessed with my space right now. There's still a few finishing touches that I have to do, but for the most part it's done and I love the way it looks. So hopefully an apartment tour will be coming soon. So I didn't exactly know what to film today, so I was looking around my room like, what could I show, what could I do, whatever, and I thought I would show you guys my vinyl collection, if you can see it. Yeah, so I've been collecting vinyl now for about 2 years, I think. Maybe it's nothing extravagant, it's not the biggest collection, but I do enjoy my vinyl and my record player, which is over there off to the side. So before I show you everything, I am just wearing this dress that I think I got at Target not too long ago. It's just kind of like spaghetti strap, and then I've got my new Calvin Klein glasses on, which are prescription, yes. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So these are in no particular order or anything. I originally had it like from oldest to newest, but I've tried to group artists together so I can find them more easily. But the first one in the front is my beloved Harry Styles album. Yes, it is such a good cover. It just looks like this, and the inside is just, you know, Harold looking real good. So that's the first one. This is easily like one of my favorite albums from this year. It actually came out when I was in London in May, and it was seriously so great to be in my favorite city listening to my favorite artist, and yeah, it was just a really special experience. Next up we have The Smiths, The Queen Is Dead. I think this is their more known album, I believe. It has songs on it like I Know It's Over, There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. If you've never listened to The Smiths, you really should. Their lead is Morrissey, if you've ever heard of him. Very calming. He's not very droning, he just has a very deep, interesting voice. That's actually him right here in the middle. Yeah, so please go give this one a listen. It's amazing. Next up I have My Bad Sons. Now I have both of their albums, so this is the first one that I got. It just has their logo on the front and then the songs on the back. This is probably the only album besides the Harry one that I can listen to on repeat and just not get tired of it. I think this album is like 3 or 4 years old, maybe 3 years old, yeah. And I just can't get tired of it. Like, I always go back to this album. And then I just have their second one, Disappear Here, and I love the cover art on this one. And then it just has the back, and this vinyl I love. And that's like the little insert. But as you can see, the record is red, and it's literally just so beautiful. I should show you guys the ones that are colored. The Harry one, I'm always going back to the Harry one. The Harry one is actually white, and I didn't think that vinyl could be sexy per se, but this is the sexiest vinyl I've ever seen. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so like smooth and creamy. Next up are my 1975 albums. This is just the first one, and this, does the other one have two? Yeah, I think the other thing has 2 records in it. So this is just the front and the back, and then it opens and it has their gorgeous faces on it. This is a lovely album. Also, this one, I Like It When You Sleep, for You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It. You can see that on the back as well. And the inside is just like their aesthetic neon signs, if you haven't seen them before. This is a great album. I highly suggest it if you've never listened to the 1975. Oh my gosh. While we're talking about the 1975, because you guys know that they're my favorite artists, as well as Lainey. I want Lainey's album so bad on vinyl. I can't even explain it. Like, they're another artist that I can listen to on repeat. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I've listened to it. I would love to have them like blaring in my room right now, just being all aesthetic and such. Next is the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds. This is a fantastic album. I actually got this after watching the movie Love and Mercy, which has John Cusack in it. I think that's his name, John Cusack. And I don't remember who the woman is, but it's basically the story of Brian Wilson, who I think is the lead of the Beach Boys, was the lead of the Beach Boys. But the movie's basically about like his mental struggle and stuff when he took a step back from the band to actually do the writing and producing of it. And this, I'm pretty sure, was the album that he created, and it's seriously so fantastic, and just the artistry and things that he came up with to put in this album is unlike any other, honestly. This one is definitely a favorite. It's just Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. You know, we've all seen this logo, but for any of you who don't know, it's crap, I can't remember what it's called. I learned this term, but it's basically where you're supposed to listen to the album from beginning to end, because it's sort of like a story or whatever, and it all just like flows from one song to another. So that's that, and then it just opens up, and there's the inside. I actually went to a Pink Floyd exhibit in London, and Dark Side of the Moon was definitely featured in it, and it was just so cool to see the original drawings of the electromagnetic spectrum and stuff. So love this one. This one I haven't actually listened to that often, but it's really good. It's Queen, A Night at the Opera, and it's got a very interesting, it looks like a little circus on the front, honestly. And that's just the back, very simple, and oh, it's got the lyrics and stuff inside with that. So this one has like Bohemian Rhapsody on it. I don't think I know You're My Best Friend. We all know that one too. But this one's just really pretty, and like I kind of like having albums where I know the artist but I don't necessarily know their songs on it. So this is a good one for that. This is a great album. I was never into David Bowie until he passed away so tragically and unexpectedly last year. I think that was seriously like such a loss for the music industry. I had no idea what an impact he made on just everything. So this is Changes 1 by Bowie. Changes 1 Bowie. I don't really know, but this has some amazing songs on it, like Changes. I know Changes from Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, where she's like, turn and face the strange changes. Yeah, I had no idea he wrote that song. Also Golden Years. I know that song from the movie A Knight's Tale. I don't know if you've seen that, but oh, it's so great. This is a really good album if you ever want to like give Bowie a listen or anything. Next is like a classic one to have on vinyl. It's just Back in Black by AC/DC. We all know this cover too, and the logo. It's just basic on the back. I've listened to this a few times all the way through. If you're definitely into like rock and roll, this is a really good one. The one that I know the most is You Shook Me All Night Long. I love that one. I think that's about it, but all of them are seriously so good. I think I know Back in Black too. Yeah, this is from 1980, so if you want to give old rock and roll a listen, definitely choose this one. This one is just kind of fun, and I really wanted to get this after seeing Grease live with Julianne Hough and Aaron Tveit. Love that. I loved Grease anyway, but I don't know, it just made me want Grease everything after that. So I actually found the Grease soundtrack on vinyl, and I ended up getting it. There's just so many songs that like literally everyone knows on it, but it's just got a very interesting like inside, and you can't go wrong with, you know, Summer Nights or Wop Wop a Loop Wop a Wop Bam Boom. Is that how you pronounce it? This one my mom gave me for Christmas one year. I think this is one of the first vinyl I ever got, but it's when I was obsessed with 21 Pilots' Blurry Face. I feel like a lot of people have seen this too, and that's just the back. It's got like Heavy Dirty Soul on it, fairly local. I haven't listened to this a lot on vinyl, but I have like on my phone or whatever. This next one my best friend Sierra gave me. It's just the Badlands album by Halsey, and I love this vinyl. So it's just kind of like a see-through light blue. I am obsessed with it, and I don't think this is the deluxe version, so I mean, some good ones are Castle. I love Hold Me Down, Haunting, and your classic Ghost. That was like her first mainstream song, so I love this. This is another favorite, definitely. I think something's kind of wonky with my record player, because this one always cuts in and out, and I wish it didn't do that. But this is Amy Winehouse's Back to Black. Seriously, such a good album. I literally, like, I wasn't even affected that much when she first died, but after seeing the documentary called Amy, and I don't know, just like listening to her songs after that, like I really wanted to own an album of hers, and this one had most of the songs that I knew on it, like Back to Black, Rehab, we all know that one. I don't know, this one is just so good, and her voice is so soothing, and it's literally such a shame about what happened, because she really was an artist. Like, no matter how people portrayed her to be, this is seriously such a good album, and I will cherish this, treasure this forever. This is sort of the last one, because the other ones, these are super old. Like, I have a Christmas album, a Sound of Music album, Sean Cassidy, Neil Diamond, another Beach Boys one, and then I've got one with Simon and Garfunkel on it, but I don't listen to those all that often. They're just there. But this one I got for like 25 cents or something like that. It said it had a scratch in it, but I've listened to this enough to know that there is definitely not a scratch in it. So this is the soundtrack from the movie The Way We Were. It has Barbra Streisand and Robert Redford in it. Oh my gosh, if you have never seen Robert Redford in a film, whoo, but definitely his earlier films where he was a lot younger. Like, he was the original Gatsby. He was in a movie with Michelle Pfeiffer called Up Close and Personal. Gosh, I don't remember any other ones. Hugh Grant and Robert Redford like have my heart when it comes to acting. But I just got this, and look, he's on the front. Oh my gosh, he's on the back. Look at him. Oh, I'm obsessed. But yeah, I just got this for like The Way We Were soundtrack because it's a favorite. Yeah, so that's everything. Definitely let me know in the comments if you have any vinyl or have thought about getting vinyl. I actually did a research project last year in my English class about like vinyl and like why people prefer it and is it coming back into rotation, which it definitely is. I would love to know if you would like do that over electronic listening or downloading or whatever. So definitely leave that in the comments. Also, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you are not already. But until next time, I hope you have a good rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.